On the line, I have Steve Harwell with Smash Mouth. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, buddy. How are you?
I am doing well. We are looking forward to you coming out here and rocking the brand new Hard Rock Casino Sioux City.
Yeah, so are we, man. I'm excited about it. I love playing Hard Rock Hotel. Hard Rock Casino Hotels. There's no better sounding venue in the country. Probably the closest to it would be like a House of Blues. But we're excited and honored to be asked to come do this show for you guys, and it's going to be a blast.
Now, you guys are celebrating a little something as well, your 20th anniversary.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe I made it that long.
I was going to say, back in 1994, did you ever think 20 years later, here you'd be rocking out in the Hard Rock casinos?
We did a lot of partying for a lot of years, but kind of put that behind us, and everybody grew up a little bit, and band's been on fire, and everything's been going fantastic, and we're just looking forward to the summer and getting this Under the Sun tour kicked off also, starting on the 27th. So
that's awesome. Let's talk about that tour. Who are you touring with?
This year we've got us, Sugar Ray, Uncle Cracker, and the Blues Travelers. So it should be a really, really cool, diverse bill. Everybody's excited about it. It's selling great right now, so that's a good sign. And we're just excited to get going. I'm taking off to Cabo next Friday for a couple of days from like a little last vacation before the crazy tour kicks in. So that'll be nice. But we've been in the studio recording, working, and different projects, side projects. I got a country record that's coming out here in probably fall, and
awesome. I was going to ask about new albums.
Yeah, just a lot of neat stuff. I can't ask for anything. I mean, we've been really fortunate, but I'm really looking forward to coming out and playing Sioux City, and also the summer tour. I've been sitting around going, let's get going, let's go, it's time. So
nice. Now, so when you're sitting at home and working on the new material, you're thinking, I'd rather be on tour, and then like when you're on the road, I'd rather be recording, or how does that work? Which do you like best?
That's a good question. I would much rather be on tour myself. I love the studio, but I'm not a studio rat, I would call it. I like to get in, get my work done, and I leave work at work.
Sure.
I really don't bring my job home with me. I do have a small home studio I just put in, but that's just if I'm too lazy to go to our office and to our studio at our office in my hometown. But if I have a voiceover or something I got to do, I can just jump on. I've got a quick setup at home to do. I've been doing some voiceover stuff for commercials and stuff like that. So
awesome.
Just poking around with that. Yeah, but having fun with it. But more than anything, I want to be on my bus. That's when I'm at my. It's just touring that way. It's a lot easier. Flying around when you're doing like a one-off show, those are the grueling ones, because of the airports and the security, and you're
sure.
always, it's just you never have time to really rest. When you're on the bus and you kind of get in the swing of things, you're done playing. You can kick back, have a beer, watch TV, go to bed.
Sure.
Get a good rest and do it again the next day. So touring is for me, this time of year is my favorite time of year because, this is when it's Smash Mouth time.
Awesome. Now, all the bands I've talked to, I always ask them, they have a Spinal Tap moment, like when they're out on tour. What would be your biggest Spinal Tap moment?
Oh, my gosh. Which one? I mean, there's a million of them. My biggest Spinal Tap moment. Oh, man. There's a million of them. I mean, I think we are Spinal Tap. I don't know. It's everything's. When we're on the road, we're pretty goofy when we're out there. I'm always a prankster, so I'm always messing with the guys as much as I can. I mean, one day my bass player, he was dead asleep. This was years ago, or passed out, one of the two, and he was in his bunk and his arm was laying out of the bunk, and one of my crew guys and myself decided to get black Sharpies and paint his arm black. So when he woke up, his arm was completely black. And he quit the band that day for about 4 hours. And I had to go. So I went and bought him a gift, and then he rejoined the band. And I had to get some lacquer thinner and wipe his arm off because it was completely black. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's your birthday. You can. You're having 3 bands play your party, live or dead. Who is rocking your birthday party?
Oh, Elvis Presley, Van Halen, and AC/DC.
Nice. I like that lineup. I would definitely go to that show.
Oh yeah.
So we were talking new music. What's it look like for a new Smash Mouth album?
I was just we have a reunion show coming up in August in our hometown with pretty much the original lineup with Greg and Michael, myself and Paul. But right now, Greg and I are working through a few things. Everything's looking really good. He's actually coming out to the Greek Theater on the Under the Sun tour, and he's going to play the show. It's his first time on stage with me in like 6 years.
Cool.
He's excited. We just got off the phone the other day and had a really nice conversation. And once we get a few bugs worked out, we've already been hinting. He's been hinting to me, and we're taking baby steps, but getting back in the studio with all of us and our original producer Eric Valentine, who did all the big records. And Eric had told me, I'm pretty close with Eric. I talk to him off and on. He said, you get the boys together and you guys get serious, because I would love to make another record with you guys. And so that's the only way I want to do it. I want to do it with Greg, and I know Greg does too. And Paul and I, we talk about it a lot. And so the line of communication's open. Everybody's getting along. He's excited to come play at the Greek. So I think once he comes out and gets to get back up there, because he's told me multiple times he misses it big time. And I said, hey, I miss you too. I said, I want to finish my career with you on stage. But our band right now with our guitar player, Sean, who has actually become friends with Greg because they live down in L.A., Sean was very gracious about letting Greg come out and do that show. I don't know if he's going to do the whole show, but I know he'll probably do, maybe a half a dozen songs.
Sure.
I would love to do the whole show, but it's whatever he feels comfortable doing and whatever he wants to do. I don't think he wants to step on Sean's toes too much, but at the same time, Sean's a big fan of Greg. They have very, very, very similar styles. So it's all moving in the right direction. And, like I said, we're taking baby steps, but I see big things happening next year with Smash Mouth in the studio. So I'm excited.
Very cool. And so are we. And, of course, we're looking forward to seeing you rock the stage live at the Hard Rock here in Sioux City. And I can't wait till then. Thank you so much, Steve, for joining us today.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, guys. And to all the fans out there that are going to come out to the show, we're going to give you a good one. And I want to thank the Hard Rock and thank you guys, for all the years of supporting our band. I appreciate it. We definitely couldn't do it without you guys. And I want to thank the Hard Rock for considering us for one of the first bands to basically crack the champagne bottle on the boat, so it'll be good.